Howdy y'all, today is September 14th, another good farmer's market. I'm not feeling 100% today. I was helping my dad on some jobs, super dusty, and man, my throat was so dry yesterday. Didn't matter how much water I chugged, it just never felt good. So still kind of feeling the same today. So didn't get much sleep last night either, which doesn't help anything, just a couple hours, so a little tired. Howdy, yeah, today is September 15th. Been running around all day. So I came out to the farm earlier this morning, got chores done, did a little bit of extra project work. Right now I am out planting some little small trees that I have, which are, now kind of stuck, there it is. They're red buds. I actually got an entire 5-gallon bucket of these things. When was that? It's probably in July. And they've been sitting in there for a while. I just filled the bucket up with water. I just didn't have time to plant an entire 5-gallon bucket of these. So I have about 4 or 5 that are still hanging in there. So that's what I'm doing right now, just getting some of them planted. Done 2 so far. Just putting a few little red flags there. Those spiders are slowly getting bigger out here, so I don't want to venture too far out in the grass there. But I'm gonna go ahead and plant a few of these around. Trees are planted. I am really happy to not be looking at those anymore in the barn. It's just a constant reminder of things that I just had to do but never had time to do. So it went down from about 50 trees to 5, but that's okay. They're just red buds. I kind of like having a variety anyway. I don't want a woods just full of red bud trees. But anyways, that is one thing off the to-do list that has been on there for a long time. We are just about at a full moon. It's just a perfect evening out. So beautiful. Howdy out, today is September 16th. Just about to get on chores. I was feeling pretty good yesterday and then it just caught back up with me again today. It's just kind of all in my sinuses, my ears especially. So even when you don't feel 100%, things still got to get done on a farm. Animals need fed and watered and moved and just taken care of. So no days off. I am going to go ahead and get them done. I've been doing a little bit of odd and end stuff today, nothing really big. There's actually been a lot I have been doing that I haven't been showing you because it's for the farm party and I don't want to ruin any surprises there. So anyways, let me get on chores. Good morning, y'all. Today is September 18th. Post office called and the chicks are in. I did not count them as I was putting them in there. The box says there's 32, 1 extra Ancona chick, and 1 free surprise chick. So everybody survived the trip, made it here. Everybody looks good, so that's a good thing. And like I said, these are Ancona chicks. So when they grow up, they're actually gonna look quite similar to the speckled Sussex. A little smaller bodied, and they'll lay white eggs instead of brown. So anyways, I'm glad to have them all here and safe, and they all look happy. They're figuring out food.
Staying warm under that light.
Howdy, y'all. Today is September 18th. It's finally cooled off enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and move the chicken's net now. It's definitely nicer doing it in the evenings, especially when this ground is so hard. It takes a little longer to get the posts in there. We haven't had rain in a really long time, so things are getting a little crispy out here. Corn's looking nice back there. But anyways, gonna get this done before I run out of light. I need to grab a hammer. I cannot get these things in the ground. I'm getting them in, maybe an inch, but they're not going all the way down. And it's hurting my feet jumping on the tiny little spikes. So I'm gonna go grab a hammer real quick. All right, that backside went up a lot easier without using a hammer, but all the edges there were pretty tight. So I think just out here in the open, they're more exposed to that hot, drying sun. So I have one more net to go, and then the chickens will be moved. Got the fence all pounded in. That is not going anywhere. And if we don't get some rain, that is really not going to be fun trying to pick up. It actually looks like Sunday, Monday are some decent chances. But they typically always dry up. So hopefully it actually comes through. Wow, y'all, look at that moon. That thing is huge. It looks fake. Big old red thing. The full moon was actually last night, the harvest moon. And there was an eclipse, which was pretty cool. It was the top left that got a little dark on it. Howdy, y'all. Today is September 19th. Got something cool to show you. We finally have our first egg from the batch of chicks that the second graders hatched this year. Super excited. Let's see which coop we are letting out today. I believe it is French fries coop. Yep. Easy to tell because I always prop the door open with this on the last coop. Let them out while I'm doing chores. Just in case the wind ever happens to take it, that way it doesn't close on them, especially if they're trying to run from something and that door is closed, they would just get stuck. So I put the net last night inside this because I have a feeling the chickens are really gonna love that area for dust bathing. So there's French Fry. He's a Buff Orpington there. He's the rooster of the coop. Some of the ladies coming out. It always freaks me out just for a second seeing a chicken laying like that, especially right by the door. But she just came out to sunbathe really quick. They get plenty of sun on the inside, but I guess that was just her favorite spot right there today. Well, the chickens found a mouse and had fun killing it. They didn't eat it, but they had fun playing with it for a little while, just like cats. Pretty tame with it, really. Usually they eat it. I had two pretty bizarre experiences with chickens today, none of which I have ever had happen. First, when I was out here doing chores earlier, I didn't show it because it was a bit frantic, but this hardware cloth here, you see how it's just these tiny little squares? Well, there was maybe, I don't know, just half of a square, a full one, but it was covered up by a piece of wood. And a chicken managed to get just the teeniest, tiniest tip of its toe stuck in like half of a square. And it was in the nesting box and it jumped over and it was just hanging there. So I went and rescued it really quick. That was really odd. It just somehow managed to get its toe pointed straight down perfectly in it, which was weird. So that was an easy, quick save. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Like I said, very out of the blue. And then second, I was up there working on some things and all of a sudden one of the roosters just freaks out and there's a lot of squawking going on. So I whip around and you know the fly tape, like the roll that you can stretch out, it had got caught up in one of those. So that took a little while to get him all unwrapped from that. So his wing's a little gross and sticky, but just two really odd things today with chickens. And the chickens are all closed in for the night. Got one more egg. They've really started slowing up on production. I'm only getting maybe 2 to 3 dozen a day now versus, 5 to 6. So maybe 4 was more the average. It's a bit of an exaggeration. But either way, they have definitely slowed up. Days are getting shorter, so they're feeling it. Howdy y'all. Today is September 20th. It is the eve of the farm party. You can kind of see a little stuff going on in the background there. I haven't really showed too much of what's going on just so I don't ruin any surprises, but just kind of doing some last minute things, getting ready for the farmer's market tomorrow. Beautiful evening. Hopefully we get some rain. It looks like we might get 2 solid hours tonight if it doesn't dry up. Well, y'all, we got some rain, much needed. It was a solid downpour for about 10 minutes, cooled everything off. It feels really nice. Chickens went up early because of it. Just saw some lightning over that way, but it's a perfect little pop-up. Keep the dust down. I don't know about really watering anything at this point, but it was really nice. So chickens are closed up for the night. Next week's video will be a little more interesting because I'll show you what I've actually been working on this week. Which is basically just setting up some fun things for this farm party. But anyways, I will see you guys then.